So October 1st has a bunch of great events that had happened that is worthy of celebration. Ip Man is born in 1893. First gay marriage is allowed in Denmark, 1989. Luigi Guido Grandi, engineers, born 1671. Miss Mitchell's Comet is discovered 1847, 10:50 p.m. Emperor Tennom of Japan dies 686 AD. 1964, 3,000 Berkeley students rescue a court guy from the police by surrounding his car. 1964 AD. 630 AD. Ta Jung Yukab Kak, Mayan king of charcoal, dies. Naranjo rebelled. Good old Naranjo. Jerome Bruner, he's born 1915. You have Esther Deman, Roman aqueducts expert, South Salem, Ohio, 1862 is born. Muhammad Ali defeats Joe Frazier in the Philippines in a thriller in Manila. Down goes Frazier, 1975 AD. 1939 AD. George Robert Caruthers invented the far UV electrographic camera. He is born. So those were now 9. Those were the ones on the bottom. So now we're going to do 9 to 1. So we'll go to the best event that had happened today that's worthy of celebration. And to me, it goes between 1 or 2. So all those were less, they were 10 or under. Okay, so number 9, 1964 AD, Japan, Tokaido Shinkansen bullet trains are established. So Japan's been doing this high-speed rail, sending people all over Japan since 1964. 1947, George Welch XP-86 Sabre breaks the sound barrier, maybe the first one to do so. 1947 AD. 1924 AD, Jimmy Carter is born. His mom is a nurse. George at the Wise Sanitarium. He's born in Plains, Georgia. First cargo of talconite, 25% iron, is shipped to Ford in Michigan in 1933 AD. 1971, Orlando, Florida. Walt Disney World opens. This is 5 years after Walt Disney had died, 1971 AD. 1979 AD, MTRK Rapid Transit Railway in Hong Kong opens, another Asian nation with fast, high-speed railroad. So in a way, high-speed railroad, it could be high-speed railroad day. So I got 3. It could be Nigerian Independence Day. So many free from British rule. Nam D. Benjamin Azikiwe, the first president in 63 to 66. Other Independence Days: Croatia, Cyprus, Palau, Tuvalu. So Catalonia also declared independence, and yet they had all got arrested. 42% turnout, but 92% of those 42%, or the majority of those who voted, wanted independence. Catalonia, they are sick and tired of Spain, and they want to secede out of Spain, and Spain just cracked down like the fucking Franco fascist authoritarian fucks that they are. So 5 countries: 1960 Nigeria, and then I don't know the years for Tuvalu, Palau, Cyprus, Croatia. The siege of Dubrovnik begins today. Here's a history of Tuvalu. I pulled up. The first inhabitants were Polynesians. They could be the trace of human spread out of Southeast Asia, Taiwan, Melanesia, across the Pacific islands of Polynesia. Various names were given to individual islands by the captains and chart makers on visiting European ships. In 1819, the island of Funafuti was named Elise's Island. All right. So October 1st, the colony of Tuvalu came into being, 1975, and then Tuvalu became fully independent within the Commonwealth of Nations, which is an England thing. 58 nations. October 1978, October 1st, 1978. So they became a colony, and then they became independent on the exact same day, September 5th, Tuvalu is going to become the 189th member of the United Nations. And then there's a library and archives which has Tuvaluvians or Polynesian people. The origins of the people of Tuvalu addressed in the theories regarding migration into the Pacific. Began 3,000 years ago. Dual genetic origin of Pacific Islanders in Asia, Melanesia. Analysis of the Y chromosome and the mitochondria DNA markers. So, canoes. 8 of the 9 islands of Tuvalu were inhabited, thus the name Tuvalu means 8 standing together in Tuvaluan compared to Walo meaning 8 in Proto-Austronesian. Oh my goodness. Well, the creation myth of the islands of Tuvalu is a story of the Ell and the Flounder. Captain James Cook, Tua Tonga Empire, Kiribati, cartography. Well, we're almost finished. Mary Yosemite National Park Day and the first CAT scan ever. So number 1 is the CAT scan. Number 2 is Mary Yosemite National Park Day. Number 3 is Independence Day, which I think Independence Day should be number 1. CAT scan. And then the bullet trains. The bullet trains are just as scientifically worthy as a CAT scan. I guess maybe CAT scans are used more and people use them more frequently. The imaging test of a CAT scan helps detect internal injuries and disease by providing cross-sectional images of bones, blood vessels, and soft tissues. It uses a series of x-rays and a computed tomography, computerized x-ray imaging procedure, narrow beam of x-rays aimed at a patient, detailed images of any part of the body, including the bones, muscles, fat, organs, and blood vessels. La-di-da-di-da, right? First CAT scan ever at Atkinson Morley's Hospital in Wimbledon, UK. Wimbledon, that's where the tennis. Wimbledon, UK. Godfrey Hounsfield, 1971 AD. 1890, Yosemite National Park is named by President Benjamin Harrison. Nearly 750,000 acres dedicated. 1890, California. AD 1960, Nigerian independence. It depends on how good Nigeria is doing today. It's always good for the republic to appear, but sometimes it takes. Egypt's had like 4 revolutions and they're still not free. So you need a revolution that works. That's the only way to get freedom. And that's October 1st. So make sure everybody go get their CAT scans, the computed tomography.